methods. I'm here to show you a couple of ways to use Bling's new stamping gel. I thought I had hit record and I did not, so we're kind of starting mid-process here. I'm going to show you two different methods, and the first method that we're going to do is going in. This is a nail that has a layer of base and cure, a layer or two layers of Vixen curing in between. And for this method, we are going to go in and apply the chrome mirror top coat on top of this. And then we are going to chrome that nail. So, like I said, there are two different ways of getting results using the stamping gel. I've done one of each on those nails that you see here. I did this nail the way I'm going to show you right now. So I applied that chrome mirror top coat, and then we'll apply some chrome, and then we will actually stamp on top of the chrome, cure it, and wipe away that extra chrome to come up with this effect. So kind of a cool method. The other method is actually kind of doing the reverse, and I'll show you that way in just a minute. One of the fun things about the stamping gel is that because it is a gel product, you don't have to be as hurried as you do with a stamping polish. So we'll go ahead and we'll get our stamp ready to go for when that comes out of our lamp. We're going to simply take a bit of the stamping gel on our brush, and we're going to choose which image we want. I think I'm going to do this one right here. And we're just going to apply stamping gel to about a third of the image, just kind of from top to bottom. I'm going to cover that up because I don't want my UV light to be curing that gel in the pot. And then I'm going to take my scraper and scrape it just from side to side, kind of at an angle here. One thing I will mention is on my stamping plates, I only clean them with 100% acetone. I don't want to get any alcohol in there. It's going to make my image kind of grainy. So I have done that. And then I'm going to take my stamper, and since I swiped from side to side, I'm going to roll from front to back. So you see, I picked up that image right on my stamp. I will tell you from playing with this, I had great success using it. I felt super confident. I was the master of all things stamping. And then I went in, and if you see here, I cracked my beautiful jelly stamper. So I decided, well, that's okay. No biggie. I've got lots of stamps. And I went into, I don't even know where I put it. I moved it out of my way. I had another stamper that was older, and when I went in and used that one, and I did not get the same results. So if you are having a hard time stamping, I would recommend making sure that you have a good jelly stamper. That might be part of your problem. All right, put a pin in that. I'm coming back in. So this has a layer of chrome top coat on it. It's cured. So now I'm going to go in and apply chrome to this nail. I'm going to apply it to the whole nail in kind of a random pattern. And I'm using Bling's Chromes 1, 3, 7, and the new release 13. These are available now on the Bling website, and they are gorgeous. I am obsessed with these chromes. They are everything. I absolutely adore them. And I'm just going to do them kind of in different patterns on every nail. Just kind of putting a little bit here and there. And that's going to just make my image a little different, picking up those patterns. Each nail will just have a little different pattern to it until I've chromed this entire nail. Kind of brush off any excess. Okay, so now I have chrome on this whole nail, but I want it to be patterned like I did here. So now I'm going to take this stamp that you just did with me, and you have a couple of options. You can apply the nail upside down this way, or you can do it the traditional way by kind of looking through and lining up and pressing down onto the nail. So I'm going to line this up as best I can and gently press this into the nail, a little side to side. And now my image is on the nail. And I'm going to cure this nail for 60 seconds. That's going to cure my stamping gel, which will have a non-tacky coat, just like a top coat basically. And it's going to seal that chrome in. Okay, so now I have my dirty stamper. I just use a lint-free roller or a lint roller and take off my excess. My stamping plate and my scraper I'm going to clean with alcohol, just on a little wipe. Clean off that image. And there you go. So hints, alcohol only on your stamper or your images and your scraper. Make sure you have a good jelly stamper. If you're having trouble with your image, I would say my best guess is it's your stamper. Trade it out. Get a new one. Try a new one. When I have a brand new stamper, I wash it gently in warm water and Dawn. Let it dry well, and then after that, I always use just this lint roller to kind of clean it off in between. Works great. All right, are we ready to see this image? Well, if you look closely, you can kind of see it's there, but we want to remove all that extra chrome. So to do that, I'm going to take some alcohol, not acetone like I've been using, alcohol, and I'm going to wipe across the nail. So what this is going to do is everywhere that I do not have stamping polish, that chrome is going to come off. Because remember, underneath this, I had chrome mirror top coat, and that allows my chrome to adhere. But if I don't, just pop that right off. If I don't seal it in, I can wipe it off with alcohol. So by wiping this off, I'm removing all of the chrome that was not on that stamped image. Ta-da-da! Beautiful chromed nail. That super fun pattern. And look at all the different colors in there. How that dragon chrome is picking up in all those different areas. Looks different than this one because I applied them in different places. But now it's ready to seal in with my diamond top coat. So just kind of let it dry a little. And then I'm going to go in with the diamond top coat and seal the whole thing with that beautiful glossy finish. And that is one method for using the stamping polish, by applying the chrome first and then removing what wasn't sealed in with the stamping gel, and then going in and finishing with that diamond or strong top coat. Curing for 1 minute and it will be done. While we're doing that, we can get the other method going. So method 2 is going to be doing it in a reverse order. So nail prepped the same way, base coat, 2 coats of Vixen, curing each one. And then for this method, I'm going to go in with the Russian matte top coat. So by applying a matte top coat, this is going to allow me to stamp with the gel and then apply the chrome to the gel itself. So doing it in the other order. Okay, so I'm going to pop this in the lamp to cure for a minute, get that nice matte finish. And I actually, this was the nail I did when I thought I hit record and I did not. It already has the Russian mat applied, so we can go ahead and move into stamping this nail. So in this case, I'm going to go in and choose an image. I think I'll use this one this time. I'm going to do the same stamping method that I did before. I'm going to take a little bit of the stamping gel. I'm going to apply it to about 1/3 of the image. Put this aside in my little dark corner. Use my scraper to scrape across a couple times, making sure that I have gotten gel in all those grooves. And then since I went left to right, I go the opposite way with my stamper, front to back. And I've picked up that image. And then I'm going to stamp that on top of my matte top coat. So if you notice, I have not applied any chrome yet. I'm just going to line up this gel and stamp it right here, front to back, side to side. And I don't like the way that turned out. So I have a little problem seeing when I'm taping because I usually use this handy dandy magnifying lamp. So I don't like how that turned out. And that's okay. If that happens to you, you can start again. Clear off our stamper. I'm going to use some alcohol to remove this chrome stamping or this stamping gel. I'm going to clean my plate with acetone, and I'm going to do it again. No harm, no foul. If you don't like what you've done, just fix it, right? I do that all the time. All right, so I'm going to let that dry, and then I'll go in and redo it. I didn't line it up right. It happens. If you are new to my channel and just checking in, I don't do a lot of videos, honestly. I only use Bling products because I do have gel allergies, and this is the only brand that I have found works for me. So I'm not a professional. I'm just a DIYer, but I was using the stamping gel and I had a couple people ask how I got it to work. So I popped on to kind of share what's working for me, and that's really all it's meant for. It's not fancy schmancy or professional or anything like that. I am just a DIYer who loves doing her nails, and sometimes people ask me to share what works for me, and I do. So that's why I'm here. Another way you can do this is to do it upside down. So sometimes it's easier for me to see my image when I do that. So I'm going to try it this way this time. So I just kind of line it up and aha, much better. If at first you don't succeed, try again. So I'm going to pop that into cure. And while that's curing, here is our completed nail, that first one we did. Beautiful, fun, ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead, clean everything off again while we're waiting for that one to cure. Acetone on there. Stamp, stamp, stamp. And I actually have this one done. So now I'm going to apply my chrome to this nail. So same kind of method we did before, just kind of a random pattern, picking up a little gold. I'm going to go in with some of the number 1. And then the 3. And finally the 13. Just kind of make sure it's all rubbed in, and then I'm going to use a brush to remove any excess out of those lines. I usually start with a fluffy brush. If I have some spots where I feel like it's not coming off, you can go in with a little bit more aggressive brush and brush that off. But just a little different method, right? So I matte top coated. I applied my stamping gel to that matte top coat, cured it, chromed it, removed my excess, and now I'm going to go in with my diamond top coat and seal that all in. Okay, so two methods. Depending on maybe what you have in stock, if you have the chrome mirror top coat or you have the Russian matte top coat, one method might be easier for you than the other, but either one works beautifully. I have one more matte nail here, so if you're sticking around, and I don't know, I watch nail videos while I'm doing dishes a lot of times, so if that is you too, stick around and see what's next. Let's see, which one do I want to do for that final pinky nail? I'm thinking it's kind of a thin nail, so perhaps this one. So here is the nail we did just a moment ago, using the Russian matte, the stamping gel, chroming it, and then our top coat. So we have a pinky nail left because it's a matte top coat again. We're going to go in that same way that we just did. I'm going to get my stamping gel, apply it to my image. Bloop, bloop. Just a little top to bottom. I'm going to use my stamper. I'm going to use my card, move my gel across, get my stamper and rub my image in the reverse front to back because I went side to side. And then I'm going to take my matte top coated nail. I may try it again this way. I'll line up my image, apply it to my nail, and cure it. I notice I didn't get part of the image right there. I still have some on here though, so I'm going to just apply the stamp. There, kind of filled that in. So it's super forgiving. Maybe a little bit on the corner there. I can find a spot on the image where it has a little swirl and apply it to that corner. Don't be afraid to play with it. If you mess it up, wipe it off and start again. Okay, going in the nail lamp for a minute. So while I clean this up and it's curing, just a reminder that like all of Bling's products, the stamping gel is free of HEMA, HPMA, IBOA, TPO, kind of the most common allergens. Of course, everybody is allergic to different things, so I can't guarantee that you wouldn't be allergic to it, but I have tried a lot of different brands, and Bling is the only thing that works for me. So that's really all I can vouch for. I know a lot of other people who are in the same boat and have had luck with Bling, so I hope that you do as well. Don't forget to grab these chromes. They are amazing. There will be a re-release of the other chromes coming soon. So, but all four of these are available right now. So the kind of the purpley one is number 1. The blue, purple, kind of teal is number 3. The gold is 7. And the green is 13. And I just close those up when I need to use them again. Of course I did. Way to go, Lisa. So let's open these back up and chrome our final nail. Alrighty. So I'm going to start in the middle with gold. I don't know. I just like that light color kind of in the middle. So I'm going to apply that. Gosh, it's That's gorgeous. I just love that gold so much. I can't wait for fall using that with greens and rusts and, oh, you guys, I'm dying. Is it just me? I'm starting to get ready for fall nails already. I don't know. I love summer, but I'm in education, so once like school's going to be starting soon, I start thinking fall already. Like, do I want to get out my fall decor? Well, it's not even the 4th of July yet, so I probably shouldn't be thinking about that. So, crazy me. So I have my chrome on here. I'm going to go in, just kind of make sure that it's rubbed into my stamping gel, and then brush off any excess. And last step, apply that top coat. So I am using the diamond top coat. You could absolutely use strong top coat. You could use rubber top coat. You could even use chrome top coat if that's what you have. They're all beautiful. I don't know. Diamond's just my favorite. I think it has a little something extra, but maybe it's just me. So I'm going to pop this in the lamp and we'll look at all those nails together. And there they are. Gorgeous. The thumb and the middle finger, I believe, were done applying the chrome mirror top coat, chroming, and then stamping over them, removing the excess with alcohol. I believe these three were doing Russian matte top coat and then stamping and chroming over the stamping gel. I can't tell the difference. They're all gorgeous. Like I said, if you're having a hard time, maybe look at which stamping plate you're using. These were just cheap ones off of Amazon, the ones I've been playing with. And I think most importantly is the stamper you're using. A good quality stamper that does not have any dings and has been treated gently. So if you have any questions, please shoot us a message and let me know. I'll get some pictures and add them on here, and I hope to see you soon. If there's anything else that you are curious about, go ahead and send me a comment or a message, and I will try to pop back on and demonstrate for you. So have a great day.